the city never sleeps. The magic in the air so deep. We chase the moments, make them last. The future mirrors all.
Okay, we are back on the Icons Edit, and this week we have a big subject for you. We have plus size icons, and for such a hot topic, I needed a hot woman. So I got Lauren Hope Krass back with me.
Hi, everybody.
Thanks for coming. Who else could I get to discuss this subject?
Nobody.
You.
Just no. There's
Comedian,
other fat queens
plus
out
size
there.
comedian. You do stand up too, don't you?
I'm a stand-up comedian.
That's what you do
professionally.
Oh my god! I know you. I always see your videos, and I know you do. And I was like, because stand up scares me so much.
No,
like,
I love it.
I
It's my natural state is to be on a
see
stage.
you.
Please,
Really?
I'll get you tickets.
I would love to. I'm always so in awe of people that do stand up. I think it's so brave. And I'm an actor. I'm a stage actor. You know, I love being on stage. But the idea of that, oof.
It's so funny you say that because to me, stand-up is like the safest art form because you get immediate gratification.
That's
you
awesome.
immediately get laughs and you're like, okay, I'm doing good. I can't do singing. I can't do storytelling. I do both.
Yeah.
But I feel so vulnerable, so uncomfortable. Even this, it's like I can't hear if they like this. You know,
That's
like
so interesting.
my anxiety actually loves stand-up.
And I'm an on-camera TV person because I actually like the opposite. I like to film my scenes, think, yeah, smashed it, don't give a fuck what people think. Whereas with that, I would be thinking, oh my God, like, is it going well? Or
No, I'm such a live entertainment person. Like, I need to see the white, like, when I get my tech done before, I'm like, bring the lights up a little bit because I need to see the people.
Yeah.
So I can look at them.
You are so unusual in that, you know.
I know.
That is so, we need to psychoanalyze that at some point because most people, stage actors are like, we don't want to see the audience. We don't want to know anyone's there.
Isn't that funny?
We're talking to the blackness, you know, and then and now
I need to connect with humanity.
Oh my God, incredible. Okay, that's a whole other podcast topic. I'm sure of it. But so we can expect some funny one-liners from you.
I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, I'm sure you can. Now we're going to talk about plus size icons. We're going to talk about plus size fashion, plus size styling, just everything. I really wanted to get into this subject. This is why I asked you because, you know, first of all, I want to say everyone's so frightened to talk about these subjects, you know, because I'm not plus size. Right. So I'm sure people will watch this and we'll have people go, what's she talking about plus size for? And it's like, why shouldn't I? Like, I want to talk about everything.
Yeah, it's 68% of the population is plus size. Why aren't we talking about it more?
Why aren't we talking about it? And why isn't it normal? And, you know, we are getting to a point where it is more normal, but it's not normal. And I think we just have to keep talking about these things. We have to. And but on that subject, you know, the Icons Edit is typically about 90s, 2000s. We do a lot of, you know, iconic TV shows, fashion shows, designers, public figures from that era. So I said to you, you know, we're going to talk about plus size icons from Y2K in the 90s. And me and you went,
we were like, hold on a minute. I think they were all severely bullied into early retirement.
Right. So it was so shocking to me because I was like, hang on a minute. Because I said to you, I was like, I can literally think of like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And so let's talk about that to begin with, because let's go back to an era where so much great stuff did happen. You know, pop culture in the 90s
that
and
time.
2000s.
I was a teen, not to brag about how young I am. But
I was a teen in the 90s too.
Listen, millennials, we love like NSYNC, and like we're not addicted to social media, and we're on our clear phones, and like
I loved that.
It was a beautiful time, like before 9/11, not to get too dark, like it was great.
It was I do a whole podcast on it because for me it was where I remember being so happy, and now I still want to wear the clothes that were in that era. I still want to watch the TV shows. I still want life to be a bit like that because it was very innocent then. However, it wasn't very progressive.
No, it wasn't
in terms of what we're talking about today
at all. I think like if you want to think about the icons, plus size icons of that time, it's so hard to think about because any plus size actress of that time, their name alone was a punchline. You know, like you could say, like, oh, you look like Kirstie Alley, or like any name.
Right.
Who was that actress on a soap opera who she was like a 14, but like her name, why can't I think of her name? But like, I just remember of that time, people would say, because I was bullied, and so people would use the names of plus size actresses as insults and just their name.
Oh my God.
Like to even exist as fat is like embarrassing. And like, unfortunately, I wonder if one of the plus size icons of the early 2000s was, according to culture, Jessica Simpson.
What?
What? Do you remember that iconic photo that was on all the tabloids where she's in? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know, I do remember.
She's in the high-waisted. She actually looks amazing, and she's got that leopard print belt on, and it's seared in every millennial's brains because it was on every cover of the magazine. Like, she let herself go, and I was like, she's a size 8. What are we doing?
Oh my God! Well, this is because I said to you about Marilyn Monroe, didn't I? How historically, if people will say, oh, well, Marilyn was plus size, dude, she was a 6, right? Was she was her biggest? I think she was a 6.
Marilyn, that quote kills me because it's such a it reminds me of that quote that people say when they're trying to be body positive, where they're like, you're not fat, you have fat. And I'm like, I'm fat, it's okay. Like, that's your issue with the word.
Right.
And so, like, that quote that people say is like, Marilyn Monroe was a size 14, and I'm like, okay, at her biggest she was a vintage 14, which is a modern 8.
Absolutely.
So, but like, when she was on screen, I think she was like a 4.
She was tiny.
She's not a plus size icon. Are we kidding? She's an icon.
And this is where it's like a reach, isn't it? It's a reach to kind of say,
yeah,
oh, we had one. We were progressive. No, you weren't.
No.
Like, that's ridiculous. And, you know, it wasn't that plus size people didn't exist. It's just that they didn't exist in the public eye,
right,
and in media, and especially going back to the 90s and 2000s. So I know that there was the plus size supermodel Emmy.
God.
She was the biggest. I think the first biggest.
Do I know Emmy?
So she's 62 now.
Okay,
so
I was like, I'm gonna get canceled. I don't know.
No, we're going back, and,
okay.
and this is, and I didn't either, so I'm guilty of this too. But she was the first plus size woman to be named one of People's 50 hottest people in 1994.
Wow!
And that was the first time a plus size woman, a model, had been named.
It.
Yeah, we'll take it. As you know, let's throw the scraps. We'll take it. But she did pioneer a lot and apparently paved the way for a lot of more plus size models.
Yeah.
But you know, that's 1994, for God's sake. It took that long to get to that point.
And it's a pendulum. It keeps
swinging backward and forward.
Back to skinny.
What about Anna Nicole Smith?
Anna Nicole Smith is an amazing person.
Yeah.
And I think she was mistreated horribly.
It's
by
actually terrible.
Men, by society. She was a beautiful plus-size blonde woman who was overly sexualized, and then she was overly shamed for gaining weight until she died.
Until
under
she died.
Like mysterious circumstances, allegedly. I don't know. So her legacy also, like, doing research for this, like, I got a little sad because I was like, do we have fat icons? But then I was like, hold on, great opportunity for me.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. You know, there's plenty of like little blonde women in the world. Shoot your shot.
I'm gonna shoot my shot to be a fat icon.
It's terrible, but with Anna Nicole Smith, what you just said, did you ever hear about the Howard Stern interview?
No, I know all about that interview.
Oh my goodness!
It's
abusive. It is one of the worst things.
Normalized abuse.
I watched this yesterday.
Yeah,
I think I'd heard about it, and I obviously was a big fan of hers, and I used to watch her show, and I loved her. I just thought she was fabulous.
Want some money?
Oh,
want a car?
She
trim spot baby.
She was so good in the outfits.
Yeah.
She had that penchant for the very high-waisted that showed the big old boobs in there. Very fitted. She fully
she's gorgeous.
She embraced the curves, which I loved.
Yes,
and
me
we'll
too.
talk about styling a little bit later on, because I always find it problematic when plus-size women feel the need to tent themselves out in things when they've got such wonderful figures.
What?
You know?
So do I. Let me just be mean and say, so do I.
I'd say we'll go on to styling in a bit, because that's a whole area that I've spent my whole time saying to women, stop doing that.
Anytime there's a plus size person on the cover of Vogue, they're in a tent, and I'm like,
why?
Why are we doing what?
It's not the basic rules of styling, guys. It doesn't work that way. And Anna Nicole Smith was the perfect antithesis.
She showed her body
all the time. And don't forget, when she first came out, she was plus size in Playboy. She didn't start skinny and get plus size.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we did have the whole trim spa.
Trim spa, baby. I tried some.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
I was fat then. And I was a product of that era.
And you wanted to be thinner.
Of course.
Right.
No more PS. That's what I mean. Like,
I wanted to go on to that.
Anyways,
later,
but yeah, I tried trim spa.
And did it work?
No.
It's like the other one, Slim Fast or whatever. They don't work because as soon as you eat regularly again, it all just piles its way back on. Unless you're going to drink that for the rest of your life, it's probably not going to work.
Also, I don't know how good for you Slim Fast.
No, I think it was shockingly bad for your health. Shockingly. But the Howard Stern interview, let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah.
If you don't know what happened in that interview, I suggest you go and
don't watch it.
No,
we'll tell you about it.
Inform yourself, because if you want to see can I say fat woman?
Yeah.
Being and she was, I would never describe her as fat, so I hate saying that, but a plus size woman being shamed by a room full of men for an hour or more, and it was relentless.
And you
asking
can see
her to get on the scales.
So uncomfortable.
But she's such
it's not funny.
She was such a sweet kind of Marilyn-esque character, wasn't she? That she didn't know how to... she didn't know how to say shut the fuck stop.
Yeah.
You know, she just didn't, and she just sort of was just like, no. And he's offering her money to get on the scales. It's despicable.
That would be such a humiliating experience, to be weighed on a show, to then be humiliated. And then I haven't seen the interview in a long time, but I know about it. It's part of my culture.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he talked about what about your health and weight? And it's just like, you don't care about her health. Also, you're not asking thinner women who maybe are alcoholics or something about their health. Like, you are being fat phobic and it's normalized.
But it was also just flat out bullying.
Yeah.
Now, that would never fly today, would it? Do you think something like that would fly? Right? Do you think that would be able to be broadcast?
I think in an interview, like in a televised or visual podcast... you know what? On YouTube, it is normal. They have that channel. I don't even want to say their name.
Yeah, don't say it. But don't give them any.
They have there's a shitty channel on YouTube that thrives on creating conflict, and so they'll have I think they did fat people versus skinny people.
What, did they fight wrestling?
No, it was a debate. It was so stupid. It just. And so people said really mean things about fat people, and then there's fat people being well, actually, and I'm just why are we doing this? Don't. Oh my God. Sorry, don't even know how to talk about this.
I think it's fine that
bullying does exist, but if it was a program that anybody respected,
a mainstream program.
No, you can't do that today. You can't tell a woman, a famous woman, to stand on the scale.
I'd like to say that you could never do that. That was never okay.
Imagine asking Chapel Roan to step on a scale.
Oh my God. She doesn't like stuff like that. She doesn't like being asked about anything, as far as I can
love
tell.
Chapel Roan. I don't say what you want, but I'm just yeah, she's a celebrity who has boundaries, and
she sticks
deal with it or not.
Yeah, no, she could care. She'd give a fuck. I love that.
Yeah,
but that's right. But that would never happen to her. But of course, Anna Nicole was such a. No, I don't want to say weak. She was quite broken in so many ways and broken down.
Of course, of course she was.
Because of everything that happened to her. She just didn't have the tools to deal with such a horrific situation. But I still think she was a plus size icon. I mean, Absolutely. She had the guest billboard in LA in, I think it was 94 or 96, was it? Let me see. Early 90s. That was huge for a plus size model to be on a guest billboard. So she was an icon. We can't take that away from her. She absolutely was. But I still struggle to find other ones. I think Missy Elliott.
Missy Elliott, Queen Latifah.
Yes. Jennifer Hudson.
Was.
We're gonna talk about that later as well.
I know,
where did they all go?
Fat icons? They have all shrunk.
And then Kelly Clarkson. Obviously, it was a little bit later on, but 2000.
I love Kelly. She was a plus size icon. Now she is a straight size icon.
She's right. Okay.
Do you want me to go down the list?
So she started out as plus size, correct?
I think she yo-yoed a little bit.
She did seem to, from my recollection.
Yeah.
So, but then when she was plus size, was she a spokesperson for your people?
No, that's why I think there's such an open lane for me, because what makes me different, I think, from a lot of plus size people in entertainment is I am not apologetic about my size. I am not on a weight loss journey, and I am vocal about not being on a weight loss journey.
Okay.
And I think a lot of people view fatness as a transient state, something to leave. So it's hard to like connect into that community.
That was one of my questions for you. Yeah. And I wanted to ask you this and you've just covered it anyway. I wanted to say to you, have you always been plus size?
I have always been plus size.
Right from the jump that you just were plus size.
Yeah, and I actually, excuse me, got that. I got a stroke. Always been plus size. Well, what's so funny is I say I've always been plus size, but when I look back to pictures of like high school, I'm like, wait a minute. I actually really wasn't in high school. I was just bullied by the culture because I think I was like a 14. So I thought that was fat because that was the biggest size.
Right, of course.
And sometimes I couldn't fit in it. And now I know a 14 back then was like a 12. So it's like, I really wasn't like, I was a mid-sized teenager.
I was going to say that's pretty much standard for America for an average woman now.
I know. And yet I was bullied for being fat, used in the negative sense. And then I think college and beyond, I've always been like definitely in the fashion category of plus size.
And when were you okay with being plus size?
I think I was okay with being plus size probably after I moved to New York. And it's funny because I found, well, we're getting so deep.
Did you realize I was going to therapize you?
No, I did. Honestly, I didn't. I was like, let's talk about fashion design.
We're gonna talk about it.
But because even when I was trying to lose weight, it wasn't like, because that's kind of the natural state for so many plus size people. They always feel like, oh, I should be losing weight.
That's what I wanted to know. Is it a constant battle of I want to know the difference between totally loving and accepting it and being happy that that's you and you kind of wanting to change it, which I feel so many celebrities do, and that's why we've got this
under a lot of pressure
messaging, which is becoming so problematic now, which we will again, this is where I was kind of wanting to come on to. So now obviously we're in an Ozempic culture, and now skinny people, are we supposed to believe that all fat people want to be thin and they're, you know what I mean? Like, well, I think it's very confusing for everybody.
You actually just hit the nail on the head, because that is where a lot of the anti-fat bias is coming from, as a trickle-down effect of Ozempic, because a lot of people get very, very sensitive about the Ozempic topic because they're like, well, I'm just doing, and I'm like, yeah, your body, your choice. Yes. I'm all for body autonomy. I have friends doing it for weight loss. I don't care. There is a trickle-down effect, though, where hold on, let me wrap my head around this. Where was I going with this?
So it was kind of how this people who are plus size are now running to get Ozempic. So it's almost I think it's confusing for everybody because
there's a trickle down effect where now people assume being fat is a choice because Ozempic exists, and so there's this.
Oh, I never even looked at it like that.
Yeah, so now when people, it's in my comments. They go, Ozempic is around.
What the fuck?
And it's like, oh wow, that's very bold of you to suggest like a huge medical change to my anatomy. Like, so maybe I don't.
Choosing to be fat, is that
so
what
now
we're
it's seen as like choosing, so you deserve the ridicule. That is sort of like the underlying messaging that's happening right now.
Blown my mind slightly, because I hadn't thought of it like, well, I wouldn't. Why would I? It's not something that affects me in that way, so I wouldn't. But that's absolutely incredible that is what's happening.
Also, not as many people are on GLP-1s as you think. Like, we think it's this crazy thing because it's in entertainment, it's in media. Yeah. I was in, don't watch it, by the way, I was in a documentary on the CBC about Ozempic, and they asked me to talk about like the cultural effect of it, and I'm just a podcaster, and so I thought there would be other people. It was just me. I was the only person talking about the counter, like
wow.
Anyways, but I talked to this documentarian who like has the stats, and at the time, which was like 1 year ago, guess what percent of the country a year ago was on GLP-1s? I'm sure it's not that much different now.
What, like
4%?
4%?
What? Which is millions, but it's not. Everybody thinks like, oh, half the country is on it, and it's like, no, the people on your TV are on it. So it's like, I also want to call out that we have a skewed vision. Like, fat phobia is back, but fat people are still here. We're here AF, and we gotta freaking shop.
Do you feel that Ozempic is a good thing or a bad thing?
That is a trap of a question.
And I'm not intending it to be that way.
I know.
I'm actually genuinely, because it's fact. And I tell you why I'm asking you, because when last time you and I were here, we were ridiculing Serena.
Well, Serena, yeah, I'll come for Serena all day.
Yeah, and so will I, because in terms of, I'm all here for positive messaging, and I am. When I first time, I think I was on the subway and I saw that and I went, what the actual fuck? How are we sending this message that a professional sportswoman is telling people to be on GLP-1s?
Yes.
I was horrified, and then we spoke about it. So that's why I want to get into it a little bit.
No, it's a good question.
Such a hot topic, and I want to hear you are a happy plus size person, so it's very important that we get this out there, because what the fuck? It's all gone skewed with this Ozempic thing. It's gone mad. I've heard people who are smaller than me saying they're trying to get their hands on Ozempic.
A lot. I mean, LA is insane. Everybody I know is taking like black market.
Even like smaller people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not all talking about it, but
no, of course not.
They're doing it. I'll say this: the marketing is very damaging.
Right.
I know GLP-1s have been helpful for some people with certain issues. It's apparently maybe it helps with addiction, whatever. It has been absolutely blown up in this way that, I mean, I should have prepared more for this, but the marketing is so damaging. I will say that. The advertisement that I think the brand is Hers did for the Super Bowl.
Saw that one,
they had somebody like with, I don't know, a bigger stomach, like flap their stomach on a scale, and they're like, it's time to like get healthy. And also, I know people in bigger bodies, this is like, we're getting too down the rabbit hole, but like people in bigger bodies have health issues. People in smaller bodies have health issues.
Absolutely.
And a lot of the health issues that people in bigger bodies have is a result of weight cycling and weight stigma, not necessarily just being in a bigger body.
Absolutely.
And statistically, sorry, I'm going on a roll here.
Go on a roll, babe. Go on a roll. Like, I mean, I genuinely find this subject to be so interesting. And I know a lot of people do as well.
It's also actually true that people in the overweight to level 1 of quote unquote obese, I hate that word, but like medical terms, which like that's all based in racism and fat phobia. Anyways, people in those two categories live longer than people in the regular weight and underweight categories.
Interesting.
And the scientist who found that out got like bullied into like oblivion, and she was like, she's not even a fat activist, she just like is a scientist, she's a data scientist who
just literally is giving you actual facts.
I think her name's Flegel, if anybody wants to look it up.
Flegel.
But it's like all of this is based in shame, it is based in control.
Absolutely.
It is based in the patriarchy.
Yeah.
It is a way to control women. And that is one of the main reasons why I will not shrink myself.
Yep.
And your health is none of your business. I was going to be like, I'm healthy. It's none of your business.
Yeah. What about, you just mentioned the patriarchy. Do you find that it's predominantly men that make the comments, or women?
Oh, both.
Really?
I think patriarchy hurts us all.
All of us.
It's hurting the men too. But yeah, I think women are a big part of diet culture. I mean, a lot of our first bullies as women are our mothers.
Yeah.
I'm very lucky that I had a supportive mom, but like we did diet together.
Yeah.
We went to Weight Watchers together.
Yeah.
It was a family affair. Me, Big Mama, my mom, I was 12.
Yeah.
On the scale.
Wow, at 12.
You know?
That's incredible.
So, but I mean, I hear horror stories about, and I see it in person when I like see my friends and their moms there, and it's just, I have empathy because women who are older than me like come from a time where it was even harder to just exist.
Yeah.
But it's like, we got to stop the bullying of ourselves, and especially of those after us.
Absolutely.
The train stops here.
I hate the bullying from women of other women especially. I find that really hard to take, because whether you're a tiny little woman or a plus size woman, you have struggled with your weight, struggled with self-image, you've struggled with body positivity. Yes. I've done it, and I've always been relatively, average size, I'm small, and I've struggled with it. We're all human beings.
That's the other thing. Fat phobia, just how patriarchy hurts men and women, fat phobia hurts people in bigger bodies and people in smaller bodies.
Absolutely. It's pressure whichever way you look at it. And for what it's worth, I get stupid comments on my Instagram too. Because I do Carrie Bradshaw stuff, right? She's tiny. What's she, a 00? So I get people going, you're too fat to wear her clothes.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, all the time.
That's
you're way too fat to be wearing that dress. And I will fight back and go, what the fuck are you talking about?
No, you have to not care. That's how they win.
I know, but sometimes I'm like, no, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm this because I'm just sick, and it's usually women. And ironically, it's usually like grandmothers.
Yeah,
it's usually like 60-plus-year-old
from that
women.
time. It's not an excuse. They should learn.
And they always, when you click on their profile, it says spread kindness or something every single time.
I love Jesus, Mark 12:11 or some kind of.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't think Jesus was fatphobic. Just gonna throw that.
No, well, let's hope. I don't think so either. And he liked bread and wine, so
he loves carbs.
He loves carbs. But I think that in terms of the Ozempic thing with celebrities and our current day icons, we've lost some, haven't we?
Rest in peace.
Who have we lost along the way to Ozempic, or not even Ozempic?
Well,
maybe just to weight loss in general.
That's a whole nother conversation. Is people who are very like, I did it the hard way, and it's like, why do you? That's us also attributing like suffering to being thin. It's like people are mad if you don't suffer to earn your spot in the thin box, and it's just like. It's very lose-lose, but okay, we lost Rebel Wilson. Yeah, we lost Meghan Trainor, Adele.
Right.
Lizzo, sort of, kind of, in a weird way.
Did she lose weight too?
Well, she's shrinking, but she's still curvy, but she... Listen, I said I wasn't going to talk about Lizzo, but she was...
We can always cut it.
It's okay. She was huge. Huge.
Literally or figuratively.
Both. No, Lizzo was pivotal for the culture for plus size people. She was kind of the first of her kind to be in a fat body, not a perfect hourglass body, but in a fat body.
Yes.
In, sparkles and dancing and talking about how I'm hot, look at me. And so that was revolutionary. And in a way, we've lost her as an icon because of her alleged misconduct of her dancers, and then also like her bizarre behavior on the internet. Like she made a video, and I don't have to say allegedly for this because she posted it herself, where she was like,
so it was it's out there, everyone's
everyone's seen it, where she's like, guys, calm down about the Epstein files. Like,
oh shit! Oh no, you did.
She was like, if someone's in the Epstein files, that doesn't mean they're guilty too. And everyone, we're like, Lizzo, what are you doing?
Like, just some things just don't. You just do it. Doesn't need.
Yeah. So in a way, we've sort of lost her as well.
Oh God.
I feel. Okay. But these people aren't lost. I want to be clear. Like, I'm actually fine with weight loss journeys.
Of course.
Adele, for example.
Yes.
Adele used to be plus size, and now she is straight size. And she is
what is she? What was she? Just to contextualize sizing, what was she roughly?
Adele was me. She was like a 22,
American 22,
American
right?
22.
And then what is she now?
I don't know, maybe like a 10.
Okay, just I always think in a UK sizing.
So okay.
It's interesting, but I just wanted people to kind of understand like the difference. So she definitely did.
Yeah, she slimmed down a lot. But here's what Adele didn't do was she didn't do a press tour about it, and she didn't do all these interviews talking about how I was so unhealthy before, and I was killing myself,
and I was just unhappy. I'm so much happier now. That's something that people do all the time. The signaling and the messaging is just so fucked up.
The messaging is what kills me. Because people try to come for me and they're like, people aren't allowed to lose weight. I'm like, everybody can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
My issue is with the marketing of GLP-1s and how it targets young people and how it's like so easily available to people who may abuse it. Anyways, go listen to my podcast, Belly Laughs, for me to deep dive into that.
Yep.
And then my issue is also with how it is talked about.
Yeah.
Because like even Kelly Clarkson, who is my homegirl, and I would love to like meet you and work with you, Kelly. Hi, I love you. But I'm also not afraid to criticize an interview she did one time, where she said she looked at a photo of herself when she was bigger, and she said, oh my God, I'm gonna have a heart attack any day. And it's like, you are equating, and I thought this would be like a headline. I worked at a media company at the time, and they were like, we want you to share this article about Kelly Clarkson like coming clean about like her weight loss journey. And I was like, I'm not sharing this because she is equating body size to a health status, and I think that's damaging.
That's very dangerous.
And I will say that I'm thankful that the media company allowed me not to share it and talk about it,
right?
Which was cool, but
it drives
me crazy.
It's a human thing to say, but it's not smart if you're in the public eye and you have people who hang on your every word, who see you as an icon, who see you as inspiration, and then you're like, oh my God, am I going to die? As people actually hear what they say and they think, oh, you know, and you're right. It's two completely separate things. And it's always been so mixed. The idea that if you're overweight or if you're a plus size person that you're unhealthy, like it's just also wrong.
It's also wrong, but it's logical. Also, I want to nail down that it's nobody's business.
Yeah, that's,
you know, because it's like, as much as I do want to sit here and like tell you about my blood work and how I'm healthy, it's like, it's honestly nobody's business, and everybody's fascination with like, is fat healthy or not? Like, it actually doesn't matter. We should still have access to fashion. We should still have the ability to purchase a plane ticket and fit in the seat and have a comfortable flight.
God, that one has always, in my head, has always been, it's just horrifying to me, the idea that some people are required to buy two plane tickets.
It's such a stigmatized community that, in general, a lot of people don't seem to give much concern to, because of the idea, especially now more than ever, that, oh, well, you're being mistreated because you're fat, and you don't have to be fat anymore.
See, that's
so it's okay to mistreat you.
Incredibly dangerous.
That is what's happening.
So now everyone, you know, and this is so narrow-minded, but this is exactly, well, we live in America, and this is very, very much, you know, the narrow-minded people just see this thing, and it's like, that's, well, now there's this, so what's this happening for? And that's just an absolute madness, because it's like, it doesn't make logical sense to someone like me, but there's people out there that unfortunately see black and white.
It's rough.
And I can't even imagine how difficult it is to actually have to physically deal with those issues.
It's hard. It wasn't as hard as it used to be. Like, I sort of came up during the time of body positivity when it comes to like being a writer and a comedian and a podcaster. And so, like, I think I was hired by this media company because I was plus size and I was talking about body positivity in the age of body positivity. And now that's over.
It was a buzzword.
It was a buzzword. It was never
very fashionable to be a plus size.
I actually meant it.
Right.
Like, I actually was like, oh, I actually do love myself.
Yeah, I'm not just saying it because it makes everything, like, you know, we're going through this thing where fat is fashion. And it never really was, though, let's be honest. It was just a buzzword that was designed to, I don't know, like throw a nice little glittery thingy over everything and make everything seem fine. But really, it wasn't, because things weren't really changing, were they?
Well, we had more plus size brands.
Well, that's true.
That's the thing, is a lot of it was...
They've all started to close down.
So many of them are gone.
So whenever I Google this, Lane Bryant comes up as everyone, they walked the Lane Bryant runway show. What the hell is it? Tell me about it. Why is this such a big deal?
Wait, they have a runway show?
This is where, like, so we'll talk about Ashley Graham in a bit, of course.
Yeah.
But, like, if you Google Ashley Graham, it will come up and be like, and then she did the huge Lane Bryant runway show, and Anna Nicole did it. And it's like, and I was like, I need to ask you about this. Is this the pinnacle? Is this the pinnacle of being plus size?
Listen, I would love to work with Lane Bryant, but I don't know anything about their runway show.
Interesting. Maybe they don't do it anymore. I don't know. I think it historically was a thing. I had to ask you because it came up so many times when I was researching this interview. I was like, okay.
That's so funny.
But Ashley Graham, while we're on her, she said something in a Marie Claire interview recently, didn't she, about GLP-1s, Ozempic.
Oh, what'd she say?
So it's actually, I wrote it down.
She's my friend.
So she said the Ozempic weight loss trend is a smack in the face to the body positivity movement. It was a big soundbite. It started to be debated all over the place because it was like, ooh.
Well, it's true. It's an oversimplification, but it's like that statement, I could make a graph for how it's true.
Yeah. Because I think, you know, Ashley Graham also happy to be plus size, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know her, so I can't say for sure, but seems to be.
I mean, it's her bread and butter, baby. She's a fashion designer now.
And she's about a 14, 16. Am I right?
Yeah, she's like a small fat.
Yeah. And of course, she was pretty much one of the first plus size models to make it onto the high fashion runways.
Yeah, I think she's a major icon. She put a big dent in the culture with Sports Illustrated.
Huge. She was the first plus size model to do sports, right? I think.
She was the first plus size model on the cover, which opened the door to other plus size models on the cover. She walked the Victoria's Secret runway.
But I had a question about that. So why 2024 and 25 before she was asked to do that. She's been around since she was 12 years. She was discovered at 12.
I know.
How is it being... I couldn't believe that when I found that she had only just been asked to do the runway essentially the year before last.
Yeah.
Don't you find that crazy?
No, it sucks. And I'm definitely not going to sit here and praise Victoria's Secret.
Because they were late to the gate on that. Late to the gate.
Well, they don't even... I think they asked her and she was like... I think she had turned it down.
Okay.
And because I did a podcast about this a couple of years ago. I need to fact check this. But I'm pretty sure she either turned it down or she said, like, I'll do it, but I need to know that you will make extended sizes, which is such a great advocate thing of her to do.
That's fabulous. I love that. The idea of, I'll do this. You give me this, which will make a and also, hello, Victoria's Secret, are you stupid? Like, this is a massive category for selling. Are you not getting how the plus size pound is as important as the mom pound? Yeah. It's got that much weight to it. Literally.
I think what happens is because of, I'm just going to make it real simple, because of fat phobia, when these brands try extended sizing, they don't really give it that much thought. They don't really do good marketing. You don't see plus size models on the Instagrams. There are no plus size mannequins.
Right.
And it doesn't sell because it's not marketed and we don't know about it. If you've typically been a straight size company and now you're trying plus sizes, one thing that kills me is when people say it didn't sell. And I'm like, it can sell.
Yeah.
It can sell. You have to try.
Yeah.
You have to try.
It's interesting because I have a brand and I do Carrie Bradshaw reproductions. So things that were, that the girls wore in the show, I'll reproduce it. And people ask me to do larger sizes. And obviously, I'm a tiny little brand. It's just something I do kind of for fun for people.
That's awesome.
So I made extra larges. Yeah. Now, I understand that extra large isn't really plus size.
It's a straight size. It's a mid size.
It's a straight size, right? And you know that they don't ever sell. And I've realized it's because it isn't really, it's not a plus size. If I wanted to do it, I'd have to really do, what would it be like? Doubles, triples?
1X, 2X, 3X.
Yeah, right. So it's funny because as a very small brand, I've had a tiny bit of experience and thought I'm always left with the extra larges, and it's so annoying.
It's a marketing
I'm trying
thing.
to do it because I've been a stylist for a very long time, and I've always been extremely inclusive, and I don't like anything that isn't inclusive, and I try, like when I get my little sales together on my Instagram of Carrie Bradshaw stuff, I try to look for the bigger sizes.
Yeah,
don't want people to always be like, there's nothing for the bigger girls, and so it's just really hard.
Yeah, no, it is hard to source bigger sizes. I'm a seller too now, and I don't have my own brand, but I have like a Whatnot show, and I source plus sizes for my girls. But yeah, it's hard, especially with extended plus. It's like there's not much out there.
Well, give us some brands. I'd love to know some brands that you would say you stand behind as great plus size brands.
Oh, I mean, currently, and people have issues with like probably every brand I'm about to say, but I'm pretty, I'm very anti Shein. Like I understand.
Right.
I understand that like some plus size people in like lower income brackets don't have a lot of options, and Shein is actually making fashion forward pieces in bigger sizes. So like
we can't knock it for
I'm not going to shame that. I will shame you if you can afford to not shop at Shein and you're still shopping at Shein.
And I think that I'll just say that goes for anyone, regardless of plus size.
Yes.
Like it's, I mean, like I'm not going to lie. I sometimes go on Temu and get stuff for my cats. Because they trash everything.
Temu for cats. We'll let it
They've got loads of like really random little gadgets. But, at the end of the day, I'm not shopping. I'm not going to Temu.
We can't
for my
be doing
clothing.
it.
We can't.
It's so unethical. The labor practices.
Absolutely.
The fabric shitty. Anyways, but brands I stand behind would definitely be the OGs. Like Torrid and Lane Bryant actually go up to size 30 and beyond. Okay. And like that's important. There's... Oh, I should have brought a list. ASOS has fun stuff. Do you know ASOS?
Oh yeah, of course. I worked with them back in the day before it was actually called As Seen on Screen, which is that's what it's known as.
That's what it's known as.
So basically, this is totally off topic, but I'll just tell you quickly. So it was a tiny startup back in the 90s, and they were called As Seen on Screen, and they would get things that celebrities were wearing.
Wow.
And they had about 5 products when it first started, and later on it became a juggernaut of fashion.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a phenomenon, and it turned into ASOS.
I love them.
And now no one even knows what it started as, and it literally was. Well, Victoria, it was like in the Spice Girls, Victoria was wearing a little tank top, so they would source it and put it on the website, and that's what ASOS was.
Like you.
It's like me.
With Carrie Bradshaw.
Yeah, it's exactly what I think I was pretty young when that came out, and I remember writing about them. I was a journalist back in the day, and I remember writing and doing pieces on them and being like, this is a great idea. And now obviously they didn't stick with it. They actually found a bigger thing. And I was just like, so I think it stuck with me. But
I really love ASOS because like Torrid and Lane Bryant are great for your basics for plus sizes. Okay. Like that's a great place to get your underwear, to get your jeans, to get like a cotton tee or something. But for fashion forward plus sizes, I mean, I'm going to ASOS. I'm doing Fashion Nova.
Fashion Nova do a pretty solid trend led plus size.
They are like, they have a monopoly on like plus size sexy.
I like that.
So like that's
so if you want to be sexy and plus size, that's where you go.
Yeah, there's not many other places to go. Eloquy, locally I shop at Plus Brooklyn all the time.
Okay.
Berries, Tamara Mollis, Renee Cafaro. There's places.
So do you find that do you have to go generally to stores that are plus size stores more than you go to a brand that has all sizes?
Oh God, plus size people are not going to what is an all sizes store? I guess Old Navy sort of, but they took out. Don't get me started on it. We need to do a part 2. But sorry, plus size people don't really get to shop in person.
I did notice.
I do because I live in New York.
Do you know that Stella McCartney dropped a H&M collection a few weeks back?
Oh,
so Stella did one years ago in 2004, I think it was. And she did another one, and they actually included up to, I want to say XXL.
Okay, good.
Which was really interesting for H&M to do that with a very limited collection. I think up to a 24, I want to say, on the website.
That actually brings up a really good point, because an example I use when I talk about like extended plus sizes is Target really needs to fix their DEI stuff. But when Target historically has done collabs with designers, and they will go to like 4X, sometimes 5X, the plus sizes, I've seen it happen. Like was there Farm Rio? Who was it? I forget who it was. Damn it. But
when you're on the spot, you're like,
I know. I'm like, I should have like actually prepared for this. But there were a couple designers they partnered with. The plus sizes sold out immediately. Because again, if we know that it's going to be there, we'll snatch it up.
Absolutely. You have to, because they always have a lower quantity.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, with the Stella McCartney collection, it sold out immediately in all sizes. Mm-hmm. And every night they have returns. So they drop it onto the website at like 12 midnight at night, and you go on and there'll be like one size 24 left in the blazer or something, and I'm like, I actually love that. It's such a high fashion collection, because it's really designed on her aesthetic. If you love Stella McCartney and you've thought, I can't wear her clothes, the fact that they produced it in plus sizes is awesome.
I want to see more of that.
Yeah, I want to see more of that too, because it's sold out, so clearly it works.
I know.
It's not like I go on there at night and there's all 20 left, 22 left, 24. No, they're all sold out.
There is money to be made. Like, you just have to, it's marketing.
And just so many brands closed down that we're doing. There's a brand that I'm blanking on that I used to do live streaming for another channel, and there was a great brand.
Ray?
No, oh God, I'm been sitting here trying to remember it. It was just like a very fun, fashion forward brand, and they did it was all plus size, and I got my mom some stuff from there, and she still wears it to this day, and she's like, I love that brand, and it was such a good brand.
Yeah.
Gone. And I don't know, why are they going when there's such... How many... Do you know the stats on what the population of America is plus size? Do you know?
68%.
68%. Like, why are these brands closing down is what's baffling to me.
People want to say, like
Honeybee.
Honeybee.
That's what I
didn't know they closed.
That's
like a shapewear brand, right?
No, Honeybee. Well, they went into like...
Are you talking about Winnie Bee?
No, Honeybee, I
Honeybee.
think. It was one of those live stream brands, you know, when you've got like a wholesaler.
Yeah.
Great brand. I used to sell so many of their jeans to people, so many of their tops, just easy, wearable, plus size. And they closed down and they were gone, which Why are they closing down if that percentage of the population needs plus size clothing?
That is such a good question. I don't have the exact answer, but I have what is not the answer, which is the clickbait title on every article, which is like, plus size brands are closing down due to Ozempic. We're still here. We're still shopping.
And if the stats on Ozempic were published as to how many people are actually on it, then that wouldn't make sense.
Also, I think it's, 20% of people who start it stop taking Ozempic. So it's like, it's really, that's not the reason.
Right.
I think culturally it could be part of the reason because, again, culturally we have this idea that everybody's skinny now. So maybe people are catering to skinny people more, or straight size people more just because of the cultural shift. But I think what's really happening is economic turmoil. I think people are shopping at Shein. I think Shein is what's killing the plus size fashion market.
You're probably entirely right. I think it might be what's killing most of the market. How many shops are closing down? Not just plus size. How many stores and brands are just shutting? Yeah. It's affecting everything now, and we're in a real wasteland. As a person that's been doing luxury fashion forever. Mm-hmm. You know, you're always going to have your super rich people who will buy it. But that midsection of people that used to aspirationally buy are not doing it now. They can't afford it.
They can't afford it.
They're going down to, well, I still want to look fashionable. Yeah. So where do I get my fashion stuff? Oh, I get it from Shein. And it is a very dangerous trend. And it's been on the horizon for a long time. This has been pushing, and we're in a really bad position now.
It's bad for fashion. It's ruining thrifting because that's one of the pieces of advice you'll get to not shop Shein is like, well, why don't you thrift instead? Yeah. Guess what's at the thrift store now? Shein.
I know. Even when I go to my favorite stores like, you know, Beacons and Crossroads and stuff, you're flicking through the racks. You're like, why?
Nobody wants to buy it.
And then, why would you buy it on resale when it costs pennies to start off with?
Don't get me started. I'm going to make a video about Shein. Like, because I will accidentally, as a reseller, I'll purchase something from like a live stream where they're like showing stuff for like pretty cheap. Yeah. And I'm like, that's cute. And I'll grab it and I'll get it and I'll go, damn it, it's Shein. And then even if it's fabulous, probably because they stole it from a small designer.
Of course.
On shitty fabric, I'll try, because I'm trying to save it from the landfill, I'll try to resell it to my girls at a low price. Yeah. They're not bidding on it.
No, they're not bidding on it.
So you're just buying trash when you go to Shein. It's like it gets stuck at the thrift store and then like I've thrown it in the trash. I've literally thrown it in the trash.
It's so problematic when you have to throw clothes away, but it is garbage.
Because I also don't want to send it to the food bank. Like, I don't want to send them shitty Shein.
I forgot about the food bank. Have you found my cardigan yet?
God, no, I haven't found the cardigan. Wait, what were we talking about?
The Margiela Kim Kardashian cardigan.
I was like, that's right. I would have thrown that in the bin.
No, but this is, but I mean, I'm really interested in this because there is such a market. And why has no one cracked the code yet?
Listen, I'm gonna crack it. I have some partnerships coming up.
I swear to God, I'm a person.
Let's make some money.
Yeah, let's make some. I'm here for making some money, and I'm also here to right a wrong because I've been trying to figure this out for years as a stylist. I've been trying to figure out this code, and you know, and I'm really guilty of being like, we're gonna put you in something very, very figure hugging, but it's going to be black, you know, because it's safer and easier if you haven't got access.
Well, yeah, and a lot of people in bigger bodies, that's what they are comfortable with.
Yeah, and you know what though? There's nothing wrong with that. I do it myself in my body because if you really are stuck, regardless of your size, head to toe black will work. Yeah. But if you are plus size, please get out of the need to tent yourself in fabric. You're just going to make yourself look bigger. And I'm saying this to you as a stylist. I'm not saying it to you as a small woman. I'm saying it because if you do this to anybody, you're adding bulk. You've got to go tailored, fitted.
Well, listen. I'll talk back at you. Yeah, and I'll say it's okay to look bigger. I don't care.
That's true.
Gen Z, have you seen what they're wearing? They do the oversized, and a lot of plus size people, they want to do that too. It's kind of like a way for them to take up space and to clap back. So I'll do like a mini clap back at that. But also, I agree that it shouldn't be the go-to for plus size people, like, because it is like, It's a security blanket. The oversized thing is a security blanket.
I would imagine. Yeah, well, that's where I struggle with my clients because, unfortunately, they do say, I don't want to look bigger. They do say that. And so I'll say, okay, well, then this is what you need to do.
Yeah, the client doesn't want to look bigger. Actually, wear a crop top.
Yeah, well, yeah, right.
The crop top, I'm so pro crop top. I'm like...
Play with the proportions.
It shows your curves. It shows your body.
I've always been a big proponent for show your curves.
Yeah.
And on that note, and this is, and I'm going to say this right off the bat, she's not plus size, but do you feel that Kim Kardashian had any effect on the body positivity, embracing curves?
Yes.
Because I do. I saw a massive shift from the 90s to Kim Kardashian era. And all of a sudden, we've got women who are going and making themselves bigger. No, they like literally, her.
She sets the beauty standard, unfortunately.
Right. And whether it's good or bad, the one thing that has good come from it is that curves have become very desirable.
Right. She is a sex symbol and was very curvy, and I think that did contribute to more of an acceptance for curvy bodies. But I will say it was still very male gaze centered, which is another thing that's like complicated about all of this, because it's like, big is sexy too, but also who cares? Not to be such a revolutionary psycho over here, but it's like, I'm really sexy, but I like don't care what men think,
because it is always rooted in what men think about and even when I was asking you that question, I can feel in my head that I know that that's where I was coming at it from. I was coming at it like it was perceived to be sexy,
because men do find plus size women attractive. Let's talk about the male gaze for a minute.
Let's do that, because they
do love bigger bodies. It is just culturally taboo.
Men love a bigger body, I think.
I know.
They
like, girl, my DMs, I can't.
Oh, I can imagine. I would say that your DMs blow up way more than mine ever do. Men have always, whether they want to admit it or not,
they
love a woman
I just block them.
With curves. Do you feel like it's a quirk? Do you feel like it's a thing that those men are just like, you know what I mean?
Do you mean fetish?
Yeah.
I think if it's a fetish, then it's also a fetish to be attracted to thin women.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm genuinely asking. Yeah. I just wonder, do you get... Maybe I should rephrase it as, do you get the fetishists?
Yeah.
As in, who are fetishizing, if that's even a word, plus size women.
It's so lonely, because a lot of plus size women deal with the thing where it's like, you feel invisible in a sense, because a lot of the men you maybe want to date don't even see you or aren't interested in you because they're like, I don't like fat girls.
Right.
And then a lot of times the men who you do get the attention from, and this is not all men, this is not everybody's experience. I don't mean to make it sound so bleak, sorry. But it can feel very lonely, because there's the group that aren't attracted to you. And then meanwhile, you're getting like really inappropriate things said about your body in a positive way from men, where you just feel really like gross about it. So it's like, where's that happy medium where like you love me for me and my hot body, but it's not because of my hot body? Like, fat women get objectified a lot, actually.
Wow.
So it's like the objectification with none of the benefits.
It's the layers to this are so much more
Which is why a lot of people want to lose weight, and I don't like fault anybody for it.
You can't blame people really for wanting to escape that cycle.
It's literally my full-time job to be a like body positive podcaster, comedian. Like, it's my job. Like, it's hard. Like, I really don't fault anybody, because it's like, it's really hard right now to exist in a bigger body. The culture is not treating us well. I'm doing my best to help change that.
Yeah, you are.
Along with other icons like Aubrey Gordon. Follow Aubrey Gordon. But it's just bleak right now.
It is bleak, because and like I will say again, is that the body positivity affects all of us. And, and honestly, the little girls, we also struggle with the same issues with men and objectification, and people do, I think we've got a problem with this. We're living in a society that's extremely judgmental and extremely critical of every little thing, and it affects everybody of all sizes.
And of course, remember, it's rooted in like pleasing men. That's what. To go back to your question from like an hour ago, when you were like, when did you like accept yourself in a bigger body? It was when I realized the reason I wasn't, and it was because I wanted to be more attractive to men.
And as soon as you realized,
as soon as I connected those dots, I was like, I don't give a fuck what they think.
Right.
And so I just take care of myself the way I want to, and I'm happy, and
I think that's, I mean, I'm the same. I'm the same in the way I approach life as well. I don't need anybody to make me feel, and it's so threatening to people. People are so threatened by me, especially men, because they're like, she doesn't care whether I'm looking at her or not. And actually, sometimes I'm like, field it off, because I'm like, I just don't care. I can't even tell you how much I don't care.
Yeah.
And that's extremely terrifying.
It's revolutionary to not want to participate in that.
How can you be controlled if you don't care what people think?
And I think it connects to fashion too, to take it back to fashion, because that's one of my biggest forms of self-expression in a bigger body is having fun with fashion.
And you really do. I love your fashion.
Thank you.
So fun.
And it's really just so, I know I've said this a couple times, but it's so not for men. It's for my girls. It's for my girls, gays, and theys.
Well, I think most fashion women dress for other women. They want that woman walking down the street to go, you look fabulous. I don't think they need it from men anymore. And we have moved, I think, to a place where there are enough strong women who've clicked and gone, I want the validation from other women.
I think the fall of the patriarchy is going to be what initially like gets the dominoes to fall from diet culture. Yeah. And I think maybe that's why there's such a strong forced sense of like be skinny, because I think it's coming actually.
I mean, let's hope so.
And I'll be there.
The patriarchy is such a bigger subject, but it comes into so many discussions that we have.
Sorry to talk about the patriarchy.
No,
so much.
It's okay, because I just think I think we have to acknowledge it, because I asked you a question which was, Kim Kardashian, without even thinking what my question was about, which is that it's about the fact, do you feel like she did a lot to help plus size women because all of a sudden people wanted big asses, right?
Well, it's important to feel, I mean, well, I don't.
But they wanted big asses from men. Like, I'm sorry.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's where my question, if I really looked at it, came from, was like, all of a sudden we're seeing
that's what I'm saying. Stuff's rooted in patriarchy, and we don't even we forget about it. It's just a part of our day to day.
Absolutely. But if you until we're talking on this sort of a level, and you're actually analyzing what I'm saying and the things that I say, and it's interesting because it's just there, it's rooted, and it's everywhere. It's not going to go away easily, but maybe if we keep talking about it, it will.
Yes.
Tell me I want to talk about the word fat. Okay. Because from knowing you, I know that you use it totally liberally, and you use it totally normally, and you just throw it around and it's fine. I want to know, who can use fat? How can they use it? And what's okay?
Oh my God, great question. Anybody can use the word fat.
Okay.
I think fat is a neutral descriptor of a body size. I think that if somebody has like an issue with it, a lot of times it says, well, first of all, a person in a bigger body, a plus size body, can refer to their body however they want to.
Absolutely.
I think a lot of people get uncomfortable. They're like, well, I don't like the word fat. And I'm like, that's fine. You don't have to call yourself fat. No. I choose to call myself fat because I am fat, and I don't think it's a bad thing. I think sometimes people will hear that and they'll go, no, you're not fat. And I'm like, no, literally, like I can't shop there. I can't go there. Like,
see, that worries me when people feel the need to tell you, no. And it's like, well, I've just said it. Like, I'm not, if I didn't, I have a brain. Like, if I didn't want to say it, I wouldn't have said it. You don't have to correct me or try to make me feel better.
They're totally projecting. It's like, because their association with the word fat is like sad and like unhealthy. Yeah. And they're like, no, you're not those things. And it's like, no, yeah, I know. I'm fat, and I'm a beautiful and vigorous person. And so I think for a lot of like the fat community, the word has been very empowering to kind of take it back.
Yeah, so you've like really took that word back and kind of like flipped it on its head, which has been done with a lot of other words, out there that have just notoriously been historically negative. And I think we've got to try and, but then by that same token, where's the line? You know what I mean? Like, how
there's no line. If the intention is neutral to positive, I think anybody can say it.
So right. So because I will use the word fat as a fashion stylist, and I'll give you an example, which is so funny because I'm very blunt, and I'm very sort of I'll just talk about things extremely bluntly. I have like a phenomenon which I named fat arm years ago.
Fat arm?
Fat arm.
Okay.
So I'll give you an example. So when you're in a photo, and you could be Kate Moss and this can happen to you, and you've got the wrong cut of a t-shirt.
Okay.
And then you're in the photo with your friends like this, and your arms pressed against, and you get that big.
And people
people see it, right? And they go, oh my God. And so
It's like, it's just an arm.
Years of styling people and stuff. I used to say, "Oh, that top's going to give you fat arm,"
Oh my God,
like the cut. No, the cut, because it's not about it being fat. It's about it being. It's this, and I've seen major celebrities who weigh nothing with it as well. It's nothing to do with like size. It's actually just a styling thing. So I used to say to people like, that top's got the worst cut. It's going to cut you here, which is going to show this and da. But anyway, over the years, I would say, and I noticed the difference. Like when you say fat, how people respond to it, and sometimes people look at you like a skinny person might look at you like, oh, you're not allowed to say fat. You know that, and you start to feel like uncomfortable because your intention is nothing. There's no intention of anything terrible. Yeah. It's almost like it's a descriptive word to talk about something, whatever.
It's like calling somebody like a black person. Like, it's
that's
okay.
Another example.
It's okay that I'm fat. It's okay that somebody's black.
I call people black people too. Like I say, I'm British. I'm British as well. Would be like, oh, well, they're like, what does he look like, that guy you're meeting today? In case I see him. Oh, well, he's tall, he's black. And then sometimes
isn't that funny? People are telling on themselves. I used to work at, I was a receptionist. I was a temp at her office, and the office manager was a black man. And so people would be like, which one's Andrew, or whatever his name was? And I was like, oh, he's like the black guy in the back, like in the kitchen or whatever. And people would be like, and I'm like, he's black. Like, he's the only black man here. Like, what do you want me to tell you? He's tall, so like, and in a blue shirt. Right. So because you have this weird thing with the word.
Yeah. So it's like you're reporting something to a police officer and he says, can you describe the person? And you're like, well, you know, say it's a person of color, for example.
Yeah.
Well, he's kind of tall and he has like, you know, short hair, but you don't say the word because you're scared to say the word. But this is what I'm saying. We live in a culture where I feel like we've now, and this is why I wanted to ask you about fat, because it's another word that I think people are scared to use. And I think it's important to say to people, it's okay to use it as long as you're not using it to be insulting.
Exactly. The intention is
just descriptive, right? Yeah. So, and I wanted to ask you that because I think it is great to take back that word and regain the power on it, but then it also leaves other people a little bit like, oh, can we say it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it kind of opens the door for a little conversation.
Yeah.
You know, like,
and
if you
I'm
were to
not
say it
afraid
with
to
a
ask
friend,
people that, but I think a lot of people are afraid to ask.
Yeah.
You know, like, what can we say? What can we describe? We live in a place where, and this is part of the problem, I think. This is part of the problem now because it's we're not normalizing things. We're making things a deal. Like, we're making an issue out of something, and that's where we're never going to move forward. Yeah. I think. I mean, I don't...
It's like, just say fat. It's not that big of a deal.
Right. And I know you say it, and I love it that you say it. I love that you say it.
Thank you.
Because I just think it's... Because in life, I think there's too many people dancing around everything.
No, I'm a beautiful, successful, happy, single, childless fat woman.
I love that. Let's get on the childless thing. Hey, it's okay that we don't want children, guys. Okay. I've never wanted them. I have 2 lovely nieces. I love them. I love my cats. Don't need them. Stop giving me like... That's a whole other podcast. Oh my
God. I have to come back.
Yeah, that's something. And this is the thing, is like, you think you're talking about plus size, but you're not. You're actually talking about the kind of the minimization of women, which has been happening for a very long time in so many different fields.
Yeah, to exist outside the box of what the patriarchy wants us to be, which is small, married, a mother. Yeah. Which you can be small, married, and a mother. That's great. But like, when you choose things that are different than that, it's a revolution to be okay with it. Yeah. And to not be, because people do accept fat people who are on a weight loss journey. That is a way to be accepted by society, is to say, well, I'm on my journey or whatever. But like, to be a fat person who is
extremely intimidating,
vocally, am I intimidating? I love you.
No, I think it probably is
to some people. Yeah, because it's like, I'm not doing what society wants me to do, which is to lose weight or to try to lose weight. Yeah. So it's a revolution.
I mean, you can't please all people all of the time. Like, if they don't like it, fuck off.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So I might as well be true to myself.
No, this is exactly, and like I said, it happens to everybody if you're in the public eye. And maybe this is where we circle back on the whole celebrity culture and the emerging icons, is that, you know, you are under an intense amount of pressure. You're under people who are making comments. And that probably doesn't happen to ordinary people who don't work on camera and don't work in the public eye. Yeah, people might say stuff behind their backs, but it's not really as, you know, people in social media have to read these comments.
Right.
You have to see it and read it. So when we talk about celebrities who've lost a lot of weight, like I can't judge them for that because I know how hard it must be.
I'll judge them for how they talk about it.
Yeah, that's the distinction, right? It's not really.
That's the
it's
distinction
not that you
for
lost
me.
the weight.
Yeah,
and also what I love with the Adele thing, so many people have said that she looked better when she was plus size. Facially.
That's
Isn't
so
that
funny.
interesting?
Yeah.
I've just read it so many times. People saying she just looks so much better and prettier and all this. Interesting. It's that whole idea of like people are
which also it's like that's not the point.
No, but I read it all the time.
But I do sometimes think I have an opposite fat bias because sometimes I'll be shopping on Anthropology and they'll have like the model, the plus size model and the straight size model, and I'll click on the plus size model. And I'm like, oh, that's actually cute. I see,
right?
You know, so
yeah.
Sometimes.
So what about emerging plus size icons?
Emerging fat icons.
Who do we have now? Who is really, the right signaling, the right messaging, the person who's out there and really, really pushing body positivity again, authentically?
I think, well, just to define being fat and body positive, it's not publicly on a weight loss journey. Just to to say that. And I think that would be because this person doesn't even really talk about like anti-diet, but they just exist in a bigger body and they're fabulous.
Okay.
Is Danielle Pinnock. She's an actress on Ghosts on CBS. I love her. And she makes really funny content online. She's glamorous. She works
with a lot of fashion. She's very fashion oriented.
She's a fashion girly. She gets custom outfits made. She works with brands. Like she's an icon. Michelle Buteau. She is an entire. I mean, her show is so powerful. Survival of the Thickest.
Yeah.
It is about working in fashion as a plus size person. Have you seen it? You should watch it.
I haven't seen it.
You have to watch it. There are fat sex scenes in it, which I think are revolutionary and important. So Michelle Buteau, and also obviously amazing stand-up comedian. So I think her, Danielle Pinnock, me, and
you came up on a Reddit search,
I did.
Yeah,
oh
as
God,
a plus size icon.
I don't look at Reddit.
Oh, I actually this for only was research.
It was a positive one.
Yeah. No, you came up. Someone was asking who are your current plus size icons, and someone said you.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. They said they discovered you on Betches, and they were like, "I love Lauren. She's a great plus size icon."
Oh my God, send that to me.
I will. I'll send you the screenshot. Sorry, I was like, "Oh yay!"
That's amazing. And one more. I mean, there's we're a lot of us are emerging.
Okay,
which I think is a revolution and is powerful in the age of skinny. Do you know about Meek?
I do. She's British.
Yeah. She's plus size and unapologetic and loud and very fashion. And so I think she's an emerging fat icon. Yeah. And then, we have Melissa McCarthy. We have Adie Bryant.
Adie Bryant, I feel like I see her pop up all over the place. She was in the most recent season of Only Murders.
Was she?
Yeah, I think so. Unless I'm getting completely confused. I'm pretty sure she played... Unless I'm getting confused.
Oh, you're thinking...
maybe I'm thinking of the other one who looks quite similar.
You're thinking of that girl who was in the musical. She's Jewish.
Beanie okay.
Feldman?
Sorry, Beanie? I am. I'm thinking... So what was Adie Bryant? She was in a show.
She was in Shrill, which is a show...
I've just mixed the two up.
Based on plus-size blogger.
Like dreaming that?
No, they look similar.
Okay, thanks.
They're white and they're fat.
Oh no, I'm gonna get stick for that. But yeah, I in my head she was that. But I've seen Adie Bryant on a lot of other things. She was on something. Did she ever appear? Oh my God, I'm really getting into I'm mixing people up. But did she ever appear on Gossip Girl at one point?
Gossip Girl?
Or was that way too early?
I think she might be too.
I think
young
she's too young
for that.
She's too young for that.
But yeah, she's an icon. I wrote a list and I lost
what about Samira?
Oh, Samira.
Yes.
She's definitely an icon.
But she had this beef with Cardi B. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I know all about the beef.
So this just came up when I was searching, and what was interesting to me was that she'd stepped back and said she was going to take a break from social media because of the negativity that had come from the beef with Cardi B.
Yeah, if you're that big of a celebrity and you're mean to someone, guess what? All your fans are going to be mean to them too.
Well, this is the thing, isn't it? And it ceased. It just becomes bullying again.
Yeah.
We're just circling back to bullying again.
Yeah.
And it's like any excuse to bully people. And of course, if you're plus size, you're a massive target.
Girl,
literally.
Being fat on the internet is not for the weak.
No.
I see a lot of plus size influencers take breaks. One of the main plus size influencers, her screen name was Glitter and Lasers. she's offline now. She was like, I'm leaving. You guys are too mean. Like, she's been pushed off the internet. It's crazy what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
There are other people doing it. I'm not trying to sound like, oh, I'm the only one. Like, I have an amazing fat community in New York City. But, I mean, we're dropping like flies.
And because either the Ozempic is killing people off in terms of they're going down.
The community.
Or it's purely that people just cannot stand the
scrutiny
hate and the scrutiny and it's non-stop because you are a target because... I mean, we all get it. Like I said, we all get it on social media for the most stupid reasons, and people say horrible stuff. And I'm like constantly like, why are you saying this? However, I'm less of a target because I'm not fat.
Yeah, thanks for knowing that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I definitely and when somebody says to me, "You're too fat to wear Carrie Bradshaw's clothes," I also laugh because I know it's ridiculous.
It is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I do understand the difference. Yeah. And I do understand that when you actually are a target and they can say something that's real to some degree, it's not based on, it's like you're fat. But then it's like versions of that. It's almost like that's awful because if you are happy being plus size and you don't want to change that and that's your life and you're happy with it, then what are you gonna do? Just put up with it? Like, what do you do? Because you're not gonna lose weight and be like, no,
a lot of blocking. And then also, I'm reading. Girl, do you know how many people have offered me money to take Ozempic?
Okay, first of all, why?
Because they're trying to tear down the plus size icons.
So who brands offer you that, or just regular people?
I get messages from like these medical companies that are trying to. That's another problem with the Ozempic thing because it's like. Yeah, I'm very anti-messaging, marketing, how people talk about fat people and skinny people now. Like, take whatever drugs you want, I don't care. But, like, this stuff is problematic when, like...
So now they're trying to pay you.
They're trying to... People are you kidding? My inbox is full. I am being offered money to take GLP-1s, so I will disappear.
Right, because they need that. They need you to be a poster girl for this product because you see, you're so...
They know how powerful that would be. If
it's extreme, and that's where we circle back to this issue of plus size icons openly saying they're using Ozempic to lose weight. It sends a message that we've talked about this. It's so problematic, and where does it leave you if you don't want to buy into that?
I don't know.
You're on a hill. You're on a hill going, no, this is what, and you have to stay, but it's not nice because it's not always pleasant.
I'm on a hill, but I have friends and I have my audience.
You have a load of friends.
And that's one thing I've learned from the culture right now is I'm definitely not banking on being chosen by gatekeepers or brands. Like I'm fully sustained financially by my audience right now.
Yeah.
By shopping with them, by my videos, by my Patreon.
Yeah.
Listen to Belly Laughs. It's my audience is my community. Yeah. And then my community in New York, that's my community as well.
Important.
So I'm on a hill, but I've got a lot of fat bitches around me.
But you're at the top of it, basically putting a finger up and saying no.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's how I see you. You're up there going,
Thank you.
Because you have to. You have to be strong and just stay there. Like you said, I bet you loads of people have took the money. Do you think a lot of plus size influencers will have took the money?
Yeah, yes, I know some people who have.
So that is
questionable.
It's questionable. And well, we know that even multimillionaires like old Serena will take the money. I mean, what possible reason do you think she could have had for taking the money to doing that?
Oh, I don't know. I guess it's money.
The logic's just not there,
it's not, the math isn't mathing.
I'm just fascinated by that one because she's already absolutely loaded.
Yeah, it's problematic as a very fit athlete to say I needed to finish taking the rest off to the rest of America. It's like, okay, well, if muscular, athletic, fit Serena is taking it, well, I guess I should be too.
Yeah, that's exactly
so that's
right.
like the messaging.
I think that's also probably a messaging that made smaller women start wanting to take it too.
Yeah, I mean, they've already been wanting to take it, but yeah, it was
the
one
marketing
that kind of
cemented
messaging.
It like, oh, well, she's a professional athlete, she's doing it, let's do it. So in terms of the plus size community's response to that, overly negative for the most part. Yeah.
We don't like it. We're not a monolith, but like my friend group, I guess we did not like that.
I wouldn't imagine so. I didn't like it, and I'm not plus size.
Yeah.
Because I was like, are you kidding me? Stop selling out. Like,
yeah.
But celebrities keep selling out, not just in this vein. Celebrities are selling out for all sorts of shit, and you see them advertising the most embarrassing things, and I'm like, are you joking? Your career is in the toilet.
I mean, they got to make some money, and I get how like in Hollywood sometimes you do have to be thinner for roles and stuff. Again, it's the dialogue about it.
Yeah.
Like, don't talk about being smaller as if it's like this holy grail of existence, because it's not.
That's exactly right. I mean, this is a huge subject. Let's Bass, how are we doing on time?
I think we're done.
I actually have somebody at the door waiting. We passed the time already, so.
Oh, okay.
Did you tell me?
I opened the door
5 minutes ago. Right, go away. I'm gonna wrap up.
We'll do an outro.
What do you want to finish on? Do you want to think of something do you feel like we touched on?
I think we touched on so much.
Right. How do you want to finish it?
I think it's okay to be fat and like have fun with fashion.
Okay. I think we've touched on so much during the course of this, and I apologize that it's so brief, because I think that people will be like, we want more of each subject, and we can definitely do this again. But I think opening the topic of conversation and getting it out there all the time is super important. Lauren, tell me overall, what's the messaging that you want to send?
There's nothing wrong with your body. It's okay to be fat. Have fun with fashion. And listen to my podcast, Belly Laughs.
Right. For more of this.
More of me yapping about the patriarchy.
And, and also wait for our brand to drop.
Yes, and our brand coming soon.
I think that there's a massive, massive market for a plus size brand that is going to give high fashion to everybody at decent prices. But here's the thing. Fat people aren't poor. You know what I mean?
No, we're all the demographics.
Right. And where's this idea that it has to be like low? Why can't we have a high fashion plus size brand?
I want it.
Right. So do I. Because here's the thing. Why are we saying that if we do it, it has to be budget friendly or whatever? I agree. We do need budget friendly. Mm-hmm. But we also need those incredible.
We need couture. Give me some couture.
We need those pieces. Yeah. We need runways to be full of amazing pieces that you can go and buy.
Agreed.
And that is something which we'll talk about at length more, but we need that. And it's sadly lacking. But I think for now,
Agreed.
I feel educated.
Good.
And are you glad that I didn't therapize you for too long? I think you were like, what is Dawn doing?
I love therapy. No, I had a great time.
Okay, well, thank you for coming and talking with me. I think it's really important that we have these conversations, and we'll keep doing it. And I always love having you on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And we'll be back soon with another Icons Edit, everybody.